Welcome to Early Native American Literature. This is a very short unit, but I want to lay this out in the buffet of options that I want you to see. So sit back, get a nice cup of coffee, and just relax into this and enjoy this very short unit. Let's look at the PDF of instructions for the unit together. This little unit contains 3 activities. First, you're going to watch this little tutorial, which is a really cool little film that was made about Native American, the drum culture. It's fascinating, and it's 4 minutes long. So watch that little tutorial first. Then I want you to read the information on this website. Let's look at it together real quick. I chose this website because I feel like the information is vetted and it's fascinating. To me, when I think of the plight of Native Americans in early history, I think, my goodness, what? And then I see some of these people wrote autobiographies, they wrote novels, and that really interests me. It may not interest you, and that's fine, because you don't have to eat everything on the buffet, but I do want you to read this page. That's all you have to do, and see if it interests you. Of course, that's on the honor system, but as a student who took the course, I think you'll be interested to read that. So you've watched a wonderful 4-minute presentation, read a wonderful summary of some of the early and Native American writings, and now you're going to do a little assignment, which is going to be submitted in a different kind of a download box. Instead of uploading a PDF document, you're actually going to be typing this in, and I will show you about that in just a second. First, let's take a look at what the assignment is. Just in case the link that I've provided doesn't work for any reason, you can just go in and freeze this and type in this URL. This is the wonderful database that we're using for this short assignment that you'll be doing. Look at these titles. Aren't they wonderful? I love databases that do this. It's just wonderful. Now, if you have a connection to a particular tribe, check on that. Otherwise, if one of these titles sparks your interest, click on it. That one sounds kind of fun. When you open that little story, I want you to read it. That's all you have to do. They aren't long. I just want you to read it. And then I want you to think for a minute in your brilliance how that story might possibly relate to you. That may take a minute or two to see what about this story relates to you as a person. When you go into the assignment, you'll see the Submit Assignment, and you'll click on that. You see this little box that's brought up for you to fill in. So you're going to put your name, course information, always word count, and then you're going to type in whatever title you want to give it. Then here's what I'd like for you to do. Think about the subject matter of the story that you read and how that spoke to you on whatever level you could relate to that particular story. I want you to go below the title, and I want you to center, and then I want you to go to Embed an Image. This is kind of like we did with the colors assignment. You're going to go to Flickr, unless you've downloaded one in Canvas, but I don't want you to take a lot of time on this. It's a short semester, and I want you to get the point of the assignment without having to go to a great deal of extra time. Go to Flickr and type in the kind of picture you want to see that relates to you emotionally. So let's say that the story I read was about sadness. Maybe it was about something happy, but just for this demonstration, let's say it was about something sad. So I just type into Flickr Native American sadness, and look at all the interesting images that come up. And I can just scroll through these and see, do which one of these images speaks to how I feel about the story that I just read. And pick one. Any one you like. You can also type in any other words that you want, but the quest is to find an image that represents how you feel about that story. I went with this one because I feel empathetic and I wanted to include that. So now I'm going to scroll down, and of course that's going to be too big of an image, so if I just do that, it'll automatically size it, and then I'm going to click enter to submit that into my text box. Now I can't get it to enter because I'm showing you an example, but you'll have your name, course information, the title, an image under here, and then you're going to type in 2 short paragraphs. One will summarize the legend, the story that you read. Second, how can you relate to the story? And again, that may or may not be an easy question, but you are brilliant, so I know you can answer that. Then you're going to proofread your work and then submit. That's it. After you click submit, you've finished the assignment. I want you to spend 1 minute, 60 seconds, simply reflecting on how you felt about this era of early American literature. Did you like this? Did you find it interesting? Are any of the tribes that you read about or any of the information, does it spark you to want to learn more? If so, great. If not, move on. That concludes this tutorial.